Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends of all ages, welcome at last to my new home, Plague Scythe Studios Mark II. I'll give you guys a quick little walkthrough of the place, at least what I want to show you, and meet you back here at the end, and I'll go over some recent ongoings of the channel and what to expect in the near future. See you there. I suppose we'll start over here at the main attraction, my custom-built IKEA sponsored, not sponsored at all, I bought the stuff, computer desk. We got a IKEA Marcus chair, which I do not have the armrests on for now because it's a lot easier to play guitar with that. Xbox in the background making noise. Don't plan on putting them on because it works out pretty well. Definitely a pretty good chair for the money. Shut up, Xbox. I'm only going to tell you one more time. We got a tabletop here. I think it's the 100-something centimeter. I don't know. I'm terrible with metric. All I know is this is a K65 RGB for scale. Here's my hand and a mouse for scale. It's pretty wide, pretty good. But I bought some slanted things, support deals there. I was going to get straight up and down, but these were a bit longer. And a shelf for my screen and studio monitors, and it's like exact width. And if you're wondering how you're only seeing one cable, a lot of double-sided tape and stuff like that. So it's pretty good cable management. I got plenty of room for expansion under here. Eventually, I want to upgrade this Scarlett 2i2 to something with stereo monitoring, because that only does mono right now, which isn't a big deal for some stuff, but pretty soon it's going to be a problem for the way I'm recording things. But yeah, this is working out great. Still got my desktop down here. Just kind of see the graphics card. That'll be upgraded hopefully sooner rather than later, but probably I would imagine 4 to 6 months from now, because I'm going to try to get around playing some games and stuff that I really don't even need the horsepower I have, and then we'll upgrade screens. Under this, a little bit of spoiler territory, but I won't give you guys a sneak peek, because this will be the centerpiece of upcoming content. Oh, I'll show you the first letter. Yeah. Some of you guys know what that is, and it's awesome. That was a graduation present from my grandmother, so huge shout out to her. Definitely be sending her some videos and stuff and songs that I make with that. But for those of you that don't know, just stay tuned. And got a few pics there because all my other guitar maintenance stuff is in a closet, because I don't really never want to put it quite yet, but yeah, we'll get there. This is another graduation present, and is the first time you guys seen a majority of these guitars, I'm imagining. It looks a little kind of funny right now with the tall sidewalls, but there is a reason for that, and I'll explain it soon. So this is a custom-built oak guitar stand, and if you just bought something like this off the internet, it probably cost you $600 to $800, especially because this is an 8 guitar stand. But that's not its only trick. So these walls are tall. They could be, they could stop there and be fine. But what we're going to do, and I have one Jackson here off to the side because I don't have them yet, but I've ordered some Hercules mounts that will go there to hold the neck, like so, for certain guitars that are just not going to play nice. Obviously, Jackson V, being the Randy Rhoads style, is not going to fit in something like that without a separate wedge or something along those lines. So this will be effectively a 10 guitar stand. I need to grab my nylon string from home and put that over here, and I will basically have everything I need. And I'll be moving some guitars to the closet and stuff as I hopefully gain a couple more over the next few years that I'd like. But got my Agile that you guys seen plenty of times if you keep up the channel. Got a LTD H338 with a bolt-on neck and kind of knockoff EMGs that I right now have in open tuning with a low G up to high G. Pretty cool. Gibson SG Epiphone Les Paul, which you guys have seen. A Squire Strat, which has a pick guard that's more expensive than the guitar is, but I didn't want people to know it's a Squire, so I did the Fender Stratocaster because I was so edgy when I was in 9th grade. My piece of crap bass, my lovely Ovation, and a Talking Mini 12 string, which has like 3 broke strings on it right now, so it sounds like garbage. And my Jackson V. So those are my main workhorses for now, and it's really nice having it right next to my desk because, I'm recording or playing, just be like, oh, need another guitar. Pop in, pop out. I got everything I need. So This is really awesome. Like I said, my dad made this for me, and he put a little nice personal touch. Freedom, glory, guns, and guitars. Up to that point is the words on my grandfather's gravestone. So it's pretty personal and a really cool touch with that. Definitely probably my most favorite graduation present I've ever received between high school and college. And I'll be taking this thing with me no matter where I go, because if there ever comes a point where I need more than 8 guitars at a time to access for recording, I have a problem. Although that's probably will become the case. I'll start wall mounting them after that, but I just like ground for the heavy stuff, because that Agile weighs so much, and the other 8 string is not much lighter, so that's cool. Moving on down the wall, we got a futon couch, which I've just kind of drug with me from my last residence. Didn't have it in my college house because I didn't have room for it, but it's decent. Got a futon, you lay it down. It's actually decently comfortable. Got some really cheap IKEA side tables, some Walmart coasters, spare change. My other Star Wars art over there. You can probably see the other one on the wall there. And yeah, I've not really cleaned up my cable management for the modem and routing cables and all that. I got them in place, but I've got some problems with length and how I'm going to hide them. I'm not entirely sure. This is still a work in progress, but it's working. I got my Return of the Jedi poster there. That one, I had the other two, that one including, and just found this one randomly in, it wasn't even Bed Bath & Beyond. Found the other two in those, but I don't know. Found it somewhere, and I'm glad, because now I have all three, the Holy Trinity of the Star Wars movie set. Now for the centerpiece of the living room. And I kind of went overboard, I'm not going to lie. So right now I've got my Cube PC GTX 970 i7 3770S not hooked up yet because, well, it's not going to be able to drive much on this, and you'll see why. In the entertainment console, I got my Xbox 360, which is white, and I'll probably end up breaking down and buy a Slim used or an E that looks like the one, because it's white and it's driving me insane, and I want the one in the center because it connects in the center. I'm OCD about that, but it works. Xbox One, which you're seeing displayed now, and the OG Xbox. I don't have the Duke controllers. Those are the second gen ones that are a lot more comfortable, but yeah, whole Xbox is there. I got a Nintendo Switch back here. Works like a champ. You can't see it. This is a 65-inch LG 4K HDR10, which means it's not full HDR, but it looks a lot better than regular color gamut does. And I wasn't going to get 4K because that's not 4K. That definitely isn't 4K. The only 4 in it is 480p most of the time. And Nintendo Switch definitely isn't 4K. But the games I have played on it have upscaled really well, and I have tried some stuff in 4K on my 980 Ti PC. I can run some stuff pretty decently, and 1080p and 1440p does upscale really well. So I thought, screw it. It does look pretty good. I'm glad I got it over 1080p now that I do have it. And from the distance I'm sitting, which is about here, and of course this isn't going to be perfect for you guys, but even games like Halo 3 upscaled look fantastic once you put it on game mode, and a few little tweaks here and there without crushing the blacks and all that good stuff that, TVs out of the box tend to do. But got it calibrated, and it's pretty sweet for the price. It was like a third of what one about 5 years ago cost at 1080p. So good purchase there, and I'll be taking that thing with me wherever I go. Now this is still very much a work in progress too. It's like the Kallax shelf or something. Got my mechanical engineering books that I don't entirely hate. Some of them I'd like to burn, but those are the ones I don't care to put on display if I ever need to reference those again. In the drawers are random guitar and office stuff because I've not found a place for them, but my plan is to have one of these drawers have all my guitar maintenance stuff, and one would be mainly PC and office stuff. We'll get there eventually. Got some required reading for Batman fans, Batman Files, Dark Knight, and obviously Dark Knight Trilogy. Watched the first two of those the past couple of days. I need to watch Dark Knight Rises tonight. Got Deadpool and Family Guy Star Wars, because that one's great. Some concerts, and unfortunately my parents would not let me take all the Star Wars and Star Trek DVDs and Blu-rays, so I gotta buy those or just suck it up and stream them. Games are here. Got 360, got the Halos there. I got the original Xbox and some PC physical games in the back because I rarely will be going for those. Next shelf, I have, this thing is ridiculous, but I love it so much. It's the Master of Puppets set for Metallica's Master of Puppets tour. R.I.P. Mr. Burton. He's barely holding on to that bass. His arm broke during transit, and we'll have to fix that later, but right now he's holding up pretty well. But yeah, pretty sweet set. If you see over here, a good friend of mine made this. That is Dave Mustaine's mini Angel of Death V at the same scale of their guitars. So I thought I'd put that next to him because, you know, kind of Megadeth always haunting their existence ever since they kicked out Dave Mustaine. But yeah, I love that set, and hopefully I can get, I'd love to get the Injustice for All set too, but they're about impossible to come by. This is my Halo shrine, which I'll be expanding, I'm sure. Got my Sangheili Master Chief from Halo 4. I want like the Halo 1, 2, and 3 figures eventually. Those things are outrageous right now. Halo War Special Edition with the Arbiter there. Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. I think that came with underwear, but it looks pretty cool. And the 360 green controller. I'm probably going to need another one of these shelves that go over to the left of the TV because I have plenty of other stuff I'd like to display, but we'll get there when we get there. Also got an energy sword, which you guys may have seen from my other residency that I don't know where I'm going to put yet, but I'll figure that out later. Now the top shelf. For those of you that might have watched our last video, I got this in a place called Bargain Hunt, and that comes with a $250, at least that's what it cost when it originally sold, collector's edition of Titanfall 2. Huge fan of Titanfall and Titanfall 2, and that is the pilot helmet that you wear in the campaign, and obviously it was like the main one in Titanfall 1. It's a shame you can't use it in Titanfall 2 multiplayer. But maybe they'll add it as a patch like they did for the Praetor suit in Doom. I don't know. But that thing is sweet. It came with everything. I got all the other crap in my closet right now and figure out how to display it. Battlefield 4 dog tags case thing, and Dark Souls 2 case. And like I said, I have so much other video game memorabilia that I need to find a place for eventually. But right now, this will do. So yeah, that is basically Plague Scythe Studio Mark II as it is. I'll probably get a rug or something there. I don't want a table because I always trip over it and put crap in front of it and all that stuff. But yeah. And one last thing, you know, some things they just never change. Still got my army of boxes above my bed, and I've actually got a few outside in a balcony storage. But you don't want to see the other side of the closet. It is utter chaos. But starting to look like a computer store and music store. Yeah, I'll have to reorganize a little bit, but everything's here in a little bit less dangerous location. So I had to waste space bringing that. Like that, these boxes took up like 2 crates. But, you know, as soon as I throw it away, something will go wrong, and it won't have something to RMA in it. So, you know, maybe it's borderline hoarding. Maybe I have a problem. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. The furniture cost about 2/3 of what the TV cost, including what's in my bedroom, which is an absolute wreck right now because that's where I'm staging everything. But, yeah, it's more than functional, and I think this will be a great creative space for our videos going forward. So yeah, that's the tour. Back to me. Hope you enjoyed that. The place is still very much a work in progress. Like I said, all the crap that you're not seeing is just piled away in my bedroom, but hey, I'm not living out of my bedroom anymore, so I can do that. I really enjoy the place right now. I think it's going to be pretty good. I think it's going to work out just fine for what I need in terms of a creative environment and relaxing environment, which kind of need to feed off each other for the way that I produce content and write songs and all that sort of thing. So before we go any further, I guess I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update what's been going on and like I said, what to expect going forward. So haven't been able to put up as many videos as I had wanted to over the break. Apologies for that, but I was just swamped trying to get all this stuff together and figure out what I need and prepare for my job and whatnot, which I should be actually, I've already started by the time you see this video. So I'm starting the daily grind, but that's okay. At least I'll be getting a paycheck instead of, you know, stress. I'm still having stress dreams about college, even though I'm done and, you know, did well and all that stuff. I'm still like panicking in the middle of the night, like, oh my God, I need to study, but it's over. It's like, I can't believe it is, but it is. So yeah, I wasn't able to get as much done because of the internet connection and just not having enough time. But I did get the Marshall video as well as the DTP vlog up just recently. It just uploaded it, and so at least you did have that to watch. The timetable was way too far apart for what I wanted, but it is the way it is. Going forward, I'm going to try to get caught up ASAP. About spelled ass there. I was about ASS, not that. ASAP on some things I wanted to do. I did kind of tease there's going to be some Devin Townsend related stuff. For those of you that's watched our channel before, you could probably guess what it's going to be, but there's going to be another one, kind of a two-parter. There's going to be a zinger in there that you probably aren't going to be able to guess. So do stay tuned for that if you are a Devin Townsend fan. I got some other pretty big plans for this place since I do have some more space and whatnot. But before I'm able to get to some of these things, I do have a couple requests from you guys, actually. For those of you that are more involved in the whole photography and video stuff, I would love for you to leave me some recommendations, because I have been doing some research, but as you can tell, I need a better camera. And if I'm going to be doing this all the time here, I want it to do it right. Obviously, being trapped in my bedroom near a college campus, I didn't have as much freedom as I wanted to, but I wanted to get it off the ground and just get the channel rolling. And I feel like, you know, before we pass a couple hundred subs, I should probably upgrade my gear, especially given the types of videos I'm wanting to tackle here soon. So anything with low, like $350, I'd be interested in, looking at a couple Nikons and Canons. But for those of you that are more knowledgeable, I would gladly take your input on the subject. Just something that can do, I'd like to have 1080p 60, but like a 1440p or above image would be great. I'm not like, don't have to have 4K, it'd be cool. DSLR would be cool, but I don't think that's going to exist under $350. And I'll definitely invest in a shotgun microphone and a lavalier for these types of videos later on as well, because right now it's just not cutting it. You're hearing phone audio because I don't have my mic set up, and it's just going to be a nightmare. I know, trying to run all that stuff. So yeah, we'll definitely take recommendations on the camera aspect, but beyond that, we're going to try to just increase our quality of videos as I learn new stuff and gather better equipment. And I really look forward to doing a few of the things that I have planned here soon. And other than that, we will catch you on the next quarterly update, which will probably be the next time that we go over the whole stuff. But go ahead and prepare for a video every 3 to 4 days for the time being, because I think I got plenty of stuff to do, both in terms of tutorials as well as talking head type stuff, which I've been doing, which isn't super like enjoyable to do, but at least planning it out. But once I'm doing it, I really enjoy it, because I can, thank you air conditioner, I can talk about things that I wish I had known, or stuff that I just learned that I think is valuable for everyone. So yeah, that'll be about that, and we will see you hopefully sooner rather than later with some more computer and guitar and all that stuff content. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the tour, and let me know if you got any good camera recommendations, because I desperately need them. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.